Hello dear students, do you know which is the smallest and longest highway in India? I want to tell you the smallest national highway in India is NH47A and its length is 6 km. It's run from Ernakulam to Kochi port, whereas the longest national highway in India is NH7 and its length is 2369 km, running from Varanasi to Kanyakumari. My name is Daniel Swami. Today the topic of my presentation is all about introduction of road engineering, which we learn in subject highway engineering. In this lecture I am going to teach, and the content of my lecture is importance of road in India, classification of road according to Nagpur plan, location and function, third road development plan, and it is also called as Lucknow plan, and then we will go through classification of urban road. Now we will discuss about importance of road. If we see importance of road in India, it plays a major role in the development of economic, industry and cultural growth of any country. A good system of transportation is very essential in the development of our nation. As we can see in these points, road plays a very important role in the transportation of goods and passengers for short and medium distance. It is comparatively easy and cheap to construct and maintain roads in compared to other mode of transportation, and also road can construct to penetrate the interior region to connect the remote villages and hilly regions where railway are uneconomic. Road transportation system establish easy contact between farms, fields, factories and markets, and provides door-to-door service. As road can negotiate high gradient and sharp turns, which railway cannot do, because as we can see in northeast side, road transportation is more applicable than railways, so road construction can be done in hilly areas, and also road act as a great feeder to railways. Without a good sufficient road, railway cannot collect sufficient product to make their operation possible, because road helps passenger to come to railways for boarding, and also road transportation is more comfortable than any other mode of transportation. If we talk about environmental role of transportation, then we should think about the safety of environment in the form of controlled air pollution and controlled noise pollution produced by vehicles. By planting more trees, it will absorb air pollution and reduce noise pollution, and energy consumption of environment should be minimum and the plantation should be maximum. If we see in other impact, land use, agricultural land should be not disturbed, whereas wasteland can be used for the road construction that will maintain the aesthetic value of environment, and relocation of residents should be in a way that it should not affect the green area, and the construction of residential should be in area where no plants are planted, so there will be no reason to cut plant in the relocation of residential buildings. Scope of transportation. At present, transportation is one of the key branch, plays an important role in the development of economics, planning and location of construction, highway design and geometric structure, traffic performance and its control, materials, construction and maintenance, economic, finance and administration. These all are the scopes which enhance the performance of national transportation system. History of road in India. In ancient civilization, there was existing of planned road in India as old as 2500 BC to 3500 BC. In Mauryan period, the rule and regulation were made for traffic and the depth of road for various purpose, and also the punishment was made for obstructing the traffic. In Mughal period, roads were linked from northwest and the eastern area through Gangtok Plain. In British period, Grand Trunk Road were connected to north and south, which neglect the road system of India, and these roads were used for military and administrative purpose only. This helps in the introduction of railway, and road became the feeder to railways. If we talk about Jacker Committee, which was formed in 1927, then we should go back in time. After First World War, the usage of motor vehicle revolution was increased, so much demand was to improve the road network. And then the British government passed a revolution in 1927. British government wants some recommendation how they can improve the road condition, and then they appointed the Jacker as a chairman for that committee, so it is called as Jacker Committee. And the first recommendation was the road development must be considered as national interest, so that for the development of road they started to collect extra tax from petrol and diesel for road development. For example, original price of petrol after refining is 18 rupees per liter. By the time it reaches you, it becomes 80 rupees per liter. If we see 80 minus 18, 62 rupees, it is collected as tax which goes to central government and state government. And then in Jacker Committee there was second recommendation that there should be a technical body to establish for designing and specification. On the recommendation of IRC was formed, that was Indian Road Congress, and it was formed in 1934. And Jacker Committee also told there should be a research and development. Then CRRI was started, and that was Central Road Research Institution, which was formed in 1950. And next, Jacker Committee has also given a long-term measure. That's why 20-year plan was made, and after making of 20 years plan was formed, and we know that three roads were formed in 20-year road plan, that was Nagpur, Bombay and Lucknow. And also some acts were formed like Motorcycle Act, Motor Vehicle Act. It was started in 1939. For example, it was for checking license and all. Then National Highway Act, which was formed in 1956, and Carriage by Road Act, it was formed in 2007. Then NHAI Act, which was formed in 1988, and also HRB was formed, which it is nothing but Highway Research Board, which was formed in 1973. These all acts were formed by Jacker Committee, which was and the committee was formed in 1927. This was first 20-year road plan, that was Nagpur Road Plan. It was started in 1943 and the time was given till 1963, that is 20-year road plan. And it was the first attempt to prepare road development programming in a planned manner, and they have divided the road into four classes, that was National Highway, State Highway, Major District Road, Other District Road and Village Road. And the committee planned to construct 2 lakhs kilometer a road across country within 20 years, but it was completed in 18 years because Bombay plan was started in 1961. And recommendation of Jacker Committee that construction of roads should be in star or grid pattern throughout the country, and the target of road was given as road density of 16 km per 100 square kilometer. For example, you can see here, if the length and breadth of that area is 10 into 10, then if we see, we will get as the area, total area as 100 kilometer per square. So if we draw a diagonal road, we will get approx 16 kilometers, and it was the road density of Nagpur plan. Lucknow road plan was the third road development program. It was started in 1981 and the time was given till 2001, and main aim was to construct 12 lakh kilometers till 1981, and the road density was given as 82 kilometer per 100 square kilometer. As I have told earlier, that if we see the area, If we see the length and breadth of this area is 1010, means total area of this square is 100 kilometer, and in this 82 kilometer road should be constructed, and this was the target that improved the transportation facility in village and town. For catching national highway, we should travel in village 50 kilometer to catch national highway, and it was done by Indian Road Congress in Lucknow Road Plan. And target was set the length of national highway to be completed by the end of 70th, 80th or 90th 5-year plan period. And in Lucknow plan, expressway was constructed in the major traffic corridor to provide speed travel. In this Lucknow third-year road development plan, energy conservation, environmental quality of road and road safety measures were also given due importance in this plan. Classification of road according to generals, that was usage during seasons, type of carriageway, type of pavement surfacing, traffic volume, load transported tonnage. In this usage during season, it was divided in two types: all weather road, fair weather road. Type of carriageway, it also divided into two: paved road, unpaved road. Type of pavement surfacing, it also divided into two: surfaced road, unsurfaced road. Traffic volume, it was divided into three: heavy traffic volume, medium traffic volume, low traffic volume. And according to load transported, it was divided into three: first class tonnage, second class tonnage, third class tonnage. Classification of road as per Nagpur road plan. The road were national highway, you can see in figure; state highway, you can see in this figure; major district road, other district road, you can see in this figure; village road, you can see in this figure. We will see brief description of national highway. In India, national highway total length is 70,548 kilometers. National highway covers 2% of total road network, and it carries 40% of total traffic. In Golden Quadrilateral, National Highway project connect all four major cities in India, that are Delhi, Kolkata, Chennai, Mumbai, with total network of 5,846 km. Now we will see brief description of other road in India, that is state highway, major district road, other district road and village road. In state highway, the total length of state highway in our country is 1,37,119 kilometers, which connects national highway, district headquarters and important city within state. In major district road, its length is 4,70,000 and it connects market and production areas with major district road. In other district road and village road, if we add both, we get the length of 26,50,000 kilometers, and it serves a rural area and link with major district road, state highway. And if we calculate everything, the total length of all road is 33,15,231 kilometer of all other roads. Classification of urban roads. In urban road, it is classified into 5 categories, that is expressway, arterial street, sub-arterial street, collector street, local street. Now we will discuss about these 5 types. Expressway is a urban road. As the name is expressway, it shows in this image, it shows that only high speed vehicles and heavy traffic can go in this expressway. Pedestrians are not allowed in this. It connects important market and important places. In expressway, sharp curve and steep gradient and level crossing are avoided because high speed vehicles will go in expressway, and in this complete separation of opposite moving traffics by divider or a median. And in expressway, in regular interval, you will get telephone facilities, highway police, service station, and refreshment facilities. The main function of arterial street is to deliver traffic from collector road to expressway, and heavy traffics and important traffics inside the city can be moved in this. It is usually along with expressway serving a principal network with traffic flow, and it also joins central business district with outsider residential area. In this, parking and loading and unloading is prohibited. Pedestrians are allowed at crossings only in intersection, as you can see in figure. In sub-arterial street, less traffic than arterial street, and the pedestrians are allowed only in crossings, and spacing varies from 0.5 kilometer in central business area to 3 to 5 kilometer in residential area. In this sub-arterial street, parking, loading and unloading is usually restricted and controlled in this area. Collector street. In collector street, it collects the traffic from local street to arterial street, and it gives full access allowed to property alongside and situated in residential, commercial and industrial area, and few parking are restricted except in peak hours. In local street, it gives full access to residence, business and other properties. You can move to your residence or business or other properties, and it do not carry large volume traffic. So parking is unrestricted and pedestrians are allowed in this local street. Summary of my lecture is all about brief history of highway engineering, highlight the development of road construction, the highway development and classification of Indian road are discussed, and the major classes of roads including national highway, state highway, major district road, other district road and village road, and finally the classification of urban road is explained here. Reference for my lecture, I have referred online source, S.K. Kannan book, Ritu publication book. Before closing my lecture, I want to tell you, road is hard surface available to carry load of moving vehicles, whereas highway is a special category of road designed to allow high speed of vehicles. It is constructed on embankment due to following purpose, that is modified drainage to avoid lateral entry of vehicles, public and animal, and to ensure safety of high flood levels. So we call as highway engineering, not as road engineering. Thank you all for listening my lecture.